LaGrange, Georgia. Population 25,000. A small-town city known for its down-home hospitality and a work ethic that's second to none. It's also home to one of the most dominant high school football programs in the state. The Grangers have a reputation of working this small Georgia city that rests just 45 minutes south of Atlanta into a football frenzy on Friday nights. They put hundreds of players into Division I collegiate football programs, and many have gone on to NFL careers. But no Granger has had a bigger impact on or off the field than former quarterback Vince Sutton.
Vince Sutton played LaGrange High School from 1980 to 1984. It was the start of a new program. Coach Cronin had just came in. It was a new program that was started, and he was trying to really separate a lot of young guys from the older guys, and it was a great experience playing up under him. The program really took off, and just been a successful program ever since.
Vince, as a player, I would say he's always the best player in the huddle. He's the best player on the team by far. He's unreal as far as an athlete concerned.
Vince stepped on to the LaGrange High campus in 1980 ready to lead, and lead he would, taking LaGrange to the state championship game in 1983. Although LaGrange would lose that state championship game to Tifton County, there was no denying that Vince Sutton was the best player on the field. Vince would become the #1 overall recruit in 1983. Offers poured in from every football program in the country. Eventually, Vince would take the University of Alabama up on a full scholarship offer and become Ray Perkins' brand new quarterback. The Tide had just landed the #1 high school prospect in the country.
It was very exciting just to know that of all the players in the state of Georgia and in the United States that play high school football. A lot of people thought enough for me to be the #1 recruit, and it was something that I took a lot of pride in, and also the school took a lot of pride in, and the community as well.
Vince Sutton, first thing I think about Vince Sutton is one of the greatest players in the world during his time. Great guy, grew up with him from age 1 all the way up to now. You know, we grew up in the same housing department. The guy was a spectacular athlete, and I just hope everything goes his way and to get better as a person and health-wise. But as far as being a football player, caring about people, he's one of the greatest person of all time in that field.
Well, Vince was a nice player. Vince, we started back when we were 6 years old. We started in punt, pass, and kick, and nobody ever beat him. He won it all the way up to we got to 14 and 15 years old, punt, pass, and kick. And he won all of it anyway. So Vince, he was a leader, and plus Vince, he was my brother. Well, he was all our brother. And you know, everybody who played on that same team, who played on the team with us, we grew up like brothers. So, but you say about Vince, man, Vince, he was a nice guy. Vince is a nice guy. And when I went to play football together, and I came down from the B team and played with Vince. And Vince, I can't outplay guard when I was a defensive player. And then one of my friends, Sight Smith, he was a center. And so when Sight got hurt, and they moved me over to center. They told, I said, yeah, I can do it. And so I went playing center from then on. And I would want to call, I'm called Vince Protection. I didn't let nobody ever hit Vince. And other than that, we've been best friends for I don't know how long, since we growed up. We grew up together, we growed up like brothers, really. So Vince, when he throw the ball, man, you can look for a straight shot. Vince is just accurate.
Every day in this country, sports journalists do a story on a famous athlete. They praise the accolades of these athletes, what they accomplish on the field. Vince Sutton was that kind of athlete. He was that special. But this story is more than just about a famous athlete. Vince Sutton, for all he's accomplished on the field, is now in the biggest struggle, the biggest fight of his life. You see, there's nothing Vince Sutton couldn't accomplish on the field. But now Vince Sutton has found out he has diabetes, suffered a stroke, and now doctors are telling him his kidneys are failing him. And because of that, Vince Sutton is desperately looking for a shot, an opportunity, a kidney transplant. Vince Sutton is so humble, such a great guy. So many times Vince Sutton has faced 4th and long, but this 4th and long is going to be his toughest. He's going to have to rely on friends and family to get through this 4th and long. Vince Sutton is looking for a transplant, just like so many Americans in this country that are looking for an opportunity. Vince Sutton is looking for his, a transplant, a kidney, a pancreas, a start to a new beginning. This is definitely 4th and long for former LaGrange High quarterback Vince Sutton.
I thought that would never happen to me, but it was always a possibility because it was disease that ran in my family. But I was in denial about it because you know all my life I just I always did the right thing as far as taking care of your body. No drinking, smoking, drugs, and things like that. And I just thought it could never happen to me. But when it did, it was just a culture shock, and it was something you had to get used to. You talk to people, you go to seminars, you go to classes about it, and everything they tell you is exactly true. It's a full day of work, and I call it a full day of working plus overtime. It takes a lot of it, and you say your body will eventually get used to it, but the more you go to it, you get the same results day in and day out, and it's something that you don't want to have to do, and nobody wants to be on dialysis, I'll tell you that.
We're outside the Lucy Morgan Projects, where Vince Sutton grew up, where Vince Sutton learned how to throw it, run it, become the man he would become. It's also here in these projects where Vince Sutton realized that family and friends were the most important thing. It would be this core of family and friends that Vince would become to rely on, because he would have to use these people to get through the biggest fight of his life. Vince Sutton would count on the folks at the Lucy Morgan Projects, as well as the city of LaGrange, to get him through the fight of his life. Kidney transplant, dialysis, and a host of other medical problems. For this former LaGrange High standout, it is definitely 4th and long. I'm Ashley Williams, and this is a real Southern story.